start our show today, man. So I want to get some inspirational stuff today, man. Let's go. Let's go.
How do lobsters grow?
Let's know how lobsters grow.
Well, I don't care how lobsters grow, but I was interested in it.
And I'm sure a lot of you have never asked yourself or bothered about it how lobsters grow, but man, it's always a good day to know how lobsters grow.
And it points out that a lobster is a soft, mushy animal that lives inside of a rigid shell. That rigid shell does not expand. Well, how can the lobster grow? Well, as the lobster grows, that shell becomes very confining. Right? And the lobster...
And you need to listen that this is kind of related to our lives now. How we're living our lives today now. Like, this is a wise old man. You know how wise this man looks?
It feels itself under pressure and uncomfortable. It goes under a rock formation to protect itself from predatory fish, casts off the shell, and produces a new one. Well, eventually, that shell becomes very uncomfortable as it grows.
This is how life is, man.
Right? Back under the rocks. Good. And the lobster repeats this numerous times. The stimulus for the lobster to be able to grow is that it feels uncomfortable. Right? Now, if lobsters had doctors, they would never...
If lobsters have doctors, they will never grow. They'll go and help them take care of their pain, Abby.
Grow. Because as soon as the lobster feels uncomfortable, goes to the doctor, gets a Valium, gets a Percocet, feels fine. Never gets off its shell. So I think that we have to realize that times of stress are also times that are signals for growth. And if
times of stress are also a time for signal for growth. Oh, that's so powerful, man.
If we use adversity properly, we can grow through adversity.
Dang, if you use adversity properly, we'll grow through it. Wow. That's a very powerful word, though. Powerful words, you guys.
Television is not the truth.
What's the truth?
Television is a goddamn amusement park.
I always knew true. Television is just an amusement park, man.
Television is a circus, a carnival,
Come
a
on.
traveling troupe of acrobats, storytellers, dancers, singers,
Hold on.
jugglers, sideshow freaks, lion tamers, and football players. We're in the boredom-killing business.
Exactly, man. Television is really the bottom killing business, man.
So if you want the truth, go to God. Go to your guru.
Go to yourselves. Go to yourselves. I always say go to yourselves. It's inside you already.
Because that's the only place you're ever going to find any real truth.
Yeah, man. That's where you find any real truth.
But man, you're never going to get any truth from us. We'll tell you anything you want to hear. We lie like hell. We deal in illusions, man. None of it is true.
Exactly.
But you people sit there day after day, night after night, all ages, colors, creeds. We're all you know. You're beginning to believe the illusions we're spinning here.
Exactly.
You're beginning to think the tube is reality and that your own lives are unreal. You do whatever the tube tells you. You dress like the tube. You
Oh
eat
my
like
God.
the tube.
Oh my
You
God.
like the tube.
Oh my
You
God.
sex like the tube.
Oh my
This
God.
is mass madness, you
Oh my
maniacs.
God.
In God's name.
Madness, you maniacs.
You people are the real thing.
Yes.
We are the illusion. So turn off your television sets. Turn them off now. Turn them off right now. Turn them off and leave them off. Turn them off. Television.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are here for
aggressive.
homeopathy, do me the favor of clearing out within 30 seconds. Otherwise, I'll kick you out myself, understood?
What's going on here?
I'm vulgar, who cares? Because my husband is an allopath. Have I made myself clear? Allopath, not homeopath. Allopathetic. I come back from the bank, we're 20 million under. And thanks to what? Homeopathy.
Auntie, calm down now. What's the rushing? Why are you so angry?
Before, when he was allopathic, he visited 60 or 70 people a day, 10 minutes each, a nice big prescription full of medicines and path. Done. 150 francs per person. Do the math. Now that he's a homeopath, he sees 10 people a day and spends 1 hour with each client. 1 hour. 10 people instead of 70. Just do the math.
10 people instead of 70. Oh my God. But, man, that means it's speedy, eh?
So I've decided, if he wants a war, he'll get a war. But with homeopathy, he's done. Everyone out of the way.
Martin, what are you doing? Have you gone crazy?
What am I doing? I'm saving our marriage. That's what I'm doing. We are 20 million in debt because of homeopathy. I've had it
$20 million in debt. God damn.
up to here. I'm vulgar. So what? How do you think we'll pay the installments for the house by the sea? And the kids' school? And the phone bill since she calls Spain every...
Hey, the phone bills, man.
every day. But what are you doing? Are you taking it out on immigrants and the repairs for the house in Rambouillet?
Stop it, please. I'm working.
Ah, is this what you call working? You spend hours blathering with your patients while I fight with suppliers and banks. And do you think
Fighting suppliers and banks. This one is angry. She's so angry.
your patients enjoy waiting for hours and hours? Look at them. There are 8 of them waiting, and they will be here until tonight. Do you enjoy waiting for hours? Before, no one ever waited here. Done in 10 minutes, next one.
Martin, get out of
Exactly, man. Why do you wait to making people wait for so long?
this room immediately.
Dear Paul, go to hell. I'm being vulgar. Who cares? As long as I live here, I can always speak my mind. This won't do. If you want war, you'll get war.
You don't understand anything. You never understood
I don't understand what's going on, man.
anything. I'm a doctor. Do you get it? A doctor, not a moneymaker. And I enjoy healing people. Martin, healing makes me happy. Healing others.
I
You get
completely
it?
agree with you, Paul. It's wonderful to want to heal people, but focus on treating those you love with homeopathy. The kids, me, the family, fine, but not the others. Business is business. You don't want to become a philanthropist, do you? What would
I
happen to
cannot
me
continue like before. I was on the brink of suicide. 70 patients a day, worse than a streetwalker in the suburbs. But how wonderful all the patients to the slaughter. Yes, 10 years of this trend, not a single recovery. You follow me? I can swear that in 10 years of allopathy, I have never truly healed a single person. I made my
You don't hear anybody.
money, drugged people, increased the health deficit, and enriched the pharmaceutical industry. That's what I've
Yeah.
done. I have to keep going like this. Do you want me to commit suicide?
Yeah, you just be drugging people.
Is that what you want? If I have to keep going like this, I'll commit suicide. If it's better for you, I'll commit
All right,
suicide.
I see you want war. Then I warn you. We are in a joint property regime. If I file for divorce, I think...
Joint property with Jim. This one is angry. This one is not your friend again, guy. This marriage is over. You need to just go and find another woman. This woman is not your friend again. This is just strictly business. Now you're a partnership with the enemy.
the kids and half of everything. I leave you with nothing.
See what she wants to do. She planned. God damn.
You find me vulgar. Who cares?
Martin, I beg you,
I find you vulgar. Who cares? She has mentioned this 1,000 times.
listen to me. Homeopathy is the future. Every day, allopathic colleagues ask me to send them clients. No one is willing to swallow drugs that make them sicker anymore. I don't have a free slot for the next 3
Do
months.
you know the bank's interest rates? 17%! 17%! And they say we're privileged. Just think 20 million at 17%.
Paul, I need
So right now we're in a trade. So now I'm in between. Oh, do I take this profit or do I add to it? Or do I just let it be? So I just guess I'll just let it be because I'm trying to manage my emotions, not to get too excited with this trade by adding to it. Because I might add to it now. I'm able to control myself and I end up leaving early. Or I guess sometimes adding to it is like one of the best ways, but instead of adding to it, I'm afraid to add to it. Let me just let it run. This is like a simulation, right? So a simulation, that means I won't touch it. So this one, I won't touch it. You know.
In my previous visits, I have given you a blueprint of the steps you should take
8 principles of achieving success. Sometimes I like seeing reading all these ginger things. Since it doesn't ginger you, see, man, these 8 principles of achieving success.
in promoting yourself to whatever station in life you desire. 1, definiteness of purpose. 2, the mastermind principle. 3, going the extra mile. 4,
Going the extra mile. Going the extra mile. Mastermind principle.
applied faith.
Applied faith, man. You have the faith. You just take the actions in the directions of your dreams.
5, a pleasing personality is an asset of priceless value. 6,
A pleasing personality is an asset of priceless value.
self-discipline. 7, a positive mental attitude.
Remember, self-discipline is so important. A positive mental attitude.
Which is the most important of the 12 great riches of life.
A positive mental attitude. Did you see that? Did you hear that? A positive mental attitude. That means that whatever you do, you should be expecting something positive out of it. You don't understand? Because it's so easy for you to just sit down like life, just look at life. Anything you want to do, you look at everything that will go wrong. This one will go wrong. This one will go wrong. This is going to be bad. No. It's going to be terrible. No. Car might break down. I don't have enough money for fuel. See, even if you have to drive your car with empty tank, just know that the money to buy gas is just outside there. You just need to just know exactly what you want. The way it will just appear to you. Ta-da! A positive mental attitude there is so important.
life is also the product of your own personal initiative. 8, enthusiasm is a state of mind. And now, until our next...
Be behaving like, you know what's up, you know what's up, you know what's up. Yeah. You just do it yourself. This Tom Cruise. Do you remember what you told me once?
Every passing minute, another chance to turn it all around.
Every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. Che!
I don't know, I think some people are too
This man, all his movies have so much brain behind it and wisdom.
scared or something. I think things can be different. I mean, the world's not exactly shit. But I guess it's hard for some people who are so used to things the way they are, even if they're bad.
People are so used to things the way they are, even if they are bad.
To change. And they kind of give up.
I don't want to be one of those people he's talking about.
And they kind of give up. That's so sad.
When they do, everybody kind of lose. I don't know.
Everybody lose, man.
Empty your mind.
No, like see Bruce Lee.
I don't know.
Bruce Lee is a force.
Empty your mind.
Yeah, empty your mind. You see that word? It's a very powerful word.
Be formless.
Be
Shapeless,
formless.
like water. Now you put water into a cup.
See, these are some very powerful principles, man.
It becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot.
Just flow, go with the flow.
Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Be water, my friend. Be water, my friend.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water.
Now let me give you the secret. Shoaff said, here's the secret, Mr. Rohn.
Please give us the secret. Please give us the secret.
Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job.
Oh, yeah, that's the secret.
Once I got that, it turned my life around. He said, if you work hard on your job, you'll make a living.
Yeah. You listened?
If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. If you would have known me at age 25, you would have said, Jim Rohn's a hard worker. If you'd have known me, you'd have said that. You say, well, how come he's got pennies in his pocket and nothing in the bank and behind on his promises? Well, I was a hard worker, but I was working hard on my job, not on myself. I'm telling you, if you'll learn that simple little principle and start the process today, latest tomorrow, give you tonight to think it over, and start working on the inside, work on your philosophy, work on your attitude, work on your personality, work on your language, work on the gift of communication.
Work on yourself, work on your language, work on the gift of communication.
Work on all of your abilities. And if you'll start making those personal changes, I'm telling you, everything will change.
Everything will change. You see that?
75 years.
And like this one there is one thing that always blows my mind there. We have only 75 years. Also that this life is short.
That's how much time you get if you're lucky. 75 years. 75 winters, 75 springtimes, 75 summers.
Think about it, man. Life is so short, man. You have only 75 years maximum if you have so much already.
75 autumns. When you look at it like that, it's not a lot of time, is don't waste them. Get your head out of the rat race and forget about the superficial things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now.
Straight up, get back to it now.
Now, this very second. And I'm not saying drop everything and let the world come to a grinding halt. I'm saying that you can become a seeker. You can be loving more. You can take some chances. You can be living more.
Do those things more.
You're spending more time with your family. You can be getting in touch with the part of you that lives instead of fears.
Exactly.
The part of you that loves instead of hates.
Exactly. Listen to these words, man.
75 years.
He said, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are.
Hey, some people don't understand this. That you actually attract what you are, not what you want.
Now think about that. If you want to attract what you want, you've got to see yourself already with it. You've got to understand that you've already got it.
Exactly, man. You just have to feel that you already gotten it. That's all. That's the magic.
First of all, clearly understand that nothing is created or destroyed. That means everything's already here. If not in one state, certainly in another. Where did the iPhone come from?
Something came from something.
The iPhone came from a series of ideas that individuals entertained in their mind. And they kept holding the idea until the stuff came to them that enabled them to build the phone.
Exactly. God damn. Listen to that small reader.
Stuff had already been here. Nothing is created or destroyed. All science, all theology teach that. If nothing's created or destroyed, everything that is already here.
Guys, yeah, this guy what he just said, they just, boo. Just blew my mind. Boo.
Our problem is we've got to wait until we see it outside before we believe we've got it. Start dealing with the non-physical world, with the invisible world, with the world that you can't see through these little peepers that you've got here we call eyes. Start to see yourself mentally. You've been given the faculties to do that. Use your imagination. See yourself already in possession of the good you desire. That will flip your mind onto a specific frequency. And you do think on frequencies. It's on that frequency that good you desire is going to start coming toward you, and you will start moving toward it. If you want to attract what you actually want, you've got to see yourself now already with it. And know it's only a period of time until you moving toward it and it moving toward you, and you become one with it.
Straight up, man. Straight up, man. Powerful. Powerful. Powerful words. Listening to this from Bob Proctor, man. What do you want? What is it you want?
In this society, there's a genocide of authenticity.
Hey, in this society. See, this our Oga, this my Oga at top telling you about.
In this society, there's a genocide of authenticity.
Genocide of authenticity. Why? Why do we all want to be like the same everybody?
There's very little that actually promotes healing, and there's very much that undermines it. This society loves you to be addicted, feeling inadequate so that you're trying to meet other people's expectations. It loves you to try to fit in instead of being authentically yourself.
I know. Just want you to just fit in. God damn.
Culture kills authenticity, so that this path towards wholeness, is not supported by the culture. In fact, it's undermined.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, it's undermined by it. They don't want you to even be yourself completely. They don't want you to believe in yourself, to do your own thing.
So we have to kind of take it on for ourselves, not just as necessarily as individuals, but in the face of cultural programming and propaganda.
Exactly, the face of cultural programming.
How heavy is this glass of water? Melissa, would you care to answer?
Stop overthinking. This might look really interesting and fascinating to listen to.
8 ounces.
12 ounces.
16 ounces.
16 ounces.
The absolute weight of the glass doesn't matter. It depends on how long I hold on to it. If I hold it for a minute, nothing happens.
Wow. The absolute weight does not matter. But the longer you hold it, the heavier it becomes.
If I hold it for an hour, my arm will begin to ache. If I hold it all day long, my arm will feel numb and paralyzed. Well, the weight of the glass hasn't changed, but the longer I hold on to it, the heavier it becomes. The stresses and the worries of life are like this glass of water. If you think about them for a little while, there's no problem. If you think about it for a little bit longer, it begins to hurt.
Exactly.
You think about them all day long, and you'll feel paralyzed, incapable of doing anything. Always remember.
Child, you'll be paralyzed. You'll be able to do anything. Child, look at those words.
Put the glass down. How heavy?
Put the glass down. Simple words today. If you don't learn anything from this video, man, put the gas down, man. Put the goddamn glass down.
Let me ask you something.
This guy that one inspired man, you know. Morgan Freeman is one inspired actor. His life is just an inspiration.
If someone prays for patience, you think God gives them patience? Or does he give them the opportunity to be patient?
Exactly. See, God gives you the opportunity to be patient.
If they prayed for courage, does God give them courage, or does he give them opportunities to be courageous?
Yeah, God gives you the opportunity to be courageous, man.
If someone prayed for the family to be closer, do you think God zaps them with warm, fuzzy feelings? Or does he give them opportunities to love each other?
That's a very powerful thing. If you're having family problems, people are not regulating yourselves, and situations will arise where you try and sow that love again.
A lot of people to serve. Let me ask you something. If someone prays for patience, you think God gives... You're always afraid to take the first step.
Oh, I just finished watching this movie, Goodwill, what's it called? Goodwill Hunting.
You're always...
So now, I just watched this movie. It's called Goodwill Hunting. And let's listen to this inspiration by our wise actor.
Always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road. You can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing. What are you passionate about?
What do you want? What? Be imaginative, strong-hearted. You must try things that may not work. And you must not let anyone define your limits because of where...
Hey, speak it, oh.
...come from.
No!
Is your soul.
Your soul! Ratatouille! A rat that can cook!
What I say is true. Anyone can cook. But only the fearless can be great.
Only the fearless can be great.